Hey everyone, welcome to Yoga Moments. I'm Janice, and today we are on location at Mirror Form Photography. This video is part of our photographer series, and it is for those editing moments. So if you are binge editing or you're just doing a little touch up here and there for a few photos, we've got you covered with some really delicious stretches, tending to our body, and it is going to feel so good. It'll make those hours go by so quickly. So whenever you are ready to hit pause on the editing and take a break, throw this on. It's a quick video and we'll dive right in. All right, so your editing setup might look something like this. This is Meghan's editing setup, and it has everything you need. It has her monitor, her MIDI board, her mouse, a little bit of inspiration behind us, and it also has room for food, because if you're doing long hours of editing, chances are you are living in this space. So you're eating here, you're doing your editing here, you're taking your breaks, probably not too far from here. What we're going to do is we're going to find our posture. So often we'll, get into those long hours of editing and you're kind of slumping forward. What we're going to do is play with the position of our pelvis. So you might rock your pelvis forward. Chances are it's going to help you come up. Most of us round through our back. So you can rock your pelvis forward. You can tuck your tailbone, rock it back. It's a little bit like a seated cat-cow here. So find a little movement that feels good. So exhale to follow through, arch through your back. Inhale, reach your pelvis and your navel forward. Start to wake up the body. And chances are your body just needs a little movement even from all the sitting. So you can continue to sit. Bring both feet to the floor if that feels good to you. I even started this with one leg tucked, but we're going to just round through, open our shoulders. Find a little bit of extra space throughout our spine and our torso. So once that feels good, we're going to rotate our shoulders, but we're going to see if we can bring this internal alignment with us. So pelvic floor, engage it just slightly. We don't want to hold tension here for 8 hours, but we just want to find a little bit of engagement, give us some support from our base up. Navel's going to draw in and up, heart is going to lift, and my shoulders are going to come open. So have a little fun here, play with it, find some movement. And you can still inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, reach them all the way down. So I'm really just lifting, lowering, letting my elbows be heavy. And just deepening the breath. So even deepening our breath is going to wake up the body. Find a little movement, a little space, and you can even lift the shoulders up, hug them forward, squeeze them together, and then squeeze them back, shoulder blades coming together behind us. And find a breath that works for you. So you know yourself best. Trust yourself here. Find a little movement. And then we're going to take it right into our neck. And by that, I mean, we're going to find a little movement, but we're going to draw circles with our nose. So keeping our neck nice and safe, we'll inhale, come all the way up, and then exhale all the way through. And you can be creative here. You can draw big circles, little circles, whatever feels good. But again, find that breath, find that ease, that sukha. And then when you're ready, go the other way. And this is all about you, so really find what you need. If there's one spot where you're like, oh yeah, that stretch, stay there, work it out, enjoy it. And then when it feels good, come on back to center, and we'll take our left ear to our left shoulder. Take a moment for yourself here. So just like we tended to ourselves during the shoot, we're going to tend to ourselves here, even through the editing, even through living through that whole wedding or whichever portrait session you did again. See if you can let your shoulders be heavy, keep your heart lifting, and then find places to soften here. And then when it feels good, inhale, come up to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. So right ear to right shoulder should feel really good. You might even tuck the chin just a little bit here. So little things that can make a big difference in our stretch. And then we're going to come back to center. So if I'm here doing lots of editing, we're going to pretend I know what I'm doing here. I'm using my hands a lot and I'm reaching forward. So we're going to tend to our arms, our hands, and our shoulders here. We're going to come up into thriller arms. So my fingers are going to point down. Shoulders are going to plug into my shoulders. I'm not reaching forward, but I'm actually hugging them back into the shoulder socket. And my fingers are pointing down. I'm going to take my left hand, and my left thumb is going to come to the palm of my right hand. My left fingers are actually behind my my left fingers are behind my right hand. And rather than pull with my left hand, I'm actually going to reach forward through my right forearm. So the two bones are the radius and ulna. You're going to try and reach those forward. Keep your shoulder plugged in. Find that opposition. But you're going to feel it ideally in the forearm. So actively using those muscles that we want to stretch. And again, find that breath. And then when it feels good to you, we're going to flip it up the other way. And again, reach through the heel of your hand. So not actively pulling with my left hand, but just using it to brace against. Reaching through. Finding what feels good here. Just taking a few moments for yourself can make all the difference in the world. And then we'll release and we'll take it to the other side. So the left fingers are going to point down. I'm going to hug my left shoulder into my shoulder socket. So my biceps, humerus, upper arm bone coming into my shoulder. Left hand is going to point down, right thumb to the palm of my left hand. So it looks a little like so. And then I'm going to just use my right hand to brace, reach through the forearm of my left arm. And again, if you find that you're trying or you're struggling with this, just practice. Have a little fun with it. A little bit in every editing session, like even 5 minutes or 1 minute of this is going to make a huge difference. So a little bit goes a long way. It's all about the consistency. And with a little bit of practice, it gets pretty easy. And with practice, you'll actually start to notice, okay, I need this stretch now. So it gets easier. When you're ready, we'll flip our left hand up, reach through the heel of the left hand again. So already noticing a difference in both arms. And when that feels good, you're going to release it. Notice how your arms feel. You might draw circles with your wrists. Should feel really, really good. And then we're going to take these hands and we're just going to massage our jaw. So a lot of times we'll hold tension in our jaw, not realizing it. So just give yourself a nice little massage A little reminder to just relax. And if it feels good, tuck your chin here. Feel the back of your neck get longer. And if that's something that you've been doing already, then you might find a little something new with this. So finding a little softness in our jaw, maybe a little softness in your brows. All right. From here, we're going to really stretch our feet. So this isn't on camera, but point and flex your toes. Reach through the heel of your foot. You can keep your knees bent if that feels good. You might point and flex one. If you've got young kids, you'll hear, babies, gotta get up, find a little movement. So even if you don't have young kids, it's really good for your body to just move. So go to the kitchen, get a snack, drink some water, stand up, walk it out just to move your body, move your muscles. And if it feels good to you, you might just sit up one more time, look up towards the sky, lift your heart. Find any last bit of goodness, sweetness that you need. And then soften. So that is your quick little binge editing stretch session, little yoga session for you. As always, you can like, comment, subscribe below so that you don't miss out on any of these videos. If there's something more that you want, I love taking requests from you guys. It's so much fun to chat and get to know you and know your needs and fulfill your requests. So if you've joined me on this journey or you're just starting, thank you so much. I'm going to bring my hands up to my heart, tuck my chin, take a moment here for me, and from my heart to yours. Namaste.